Pero, ¿qué tal? Soy el 312 y bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo. En el día de hoy vamos a empezar la versión 6.2 de Not Cry. Tengo también a Durin, que es el último personaje que ha salido. Ahora os lo enseñaré, pero por el momento vamos a ir directamente a la misión y vamos a darle caña porque mi mando de consola es una mierda y la batería se gasta enseguida, así que vamos a darle caña a esto.
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately.
Qué grande,
Perhaps you two could
Caterina.
consider taking a vacation.
Ojalá.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime and not cry. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the wild hunt causing chaos or the Vatui stirring up trouble.
El absolutamente loco de Rerry, decadencia absoluta, ¿eh? No creo que sean chatarreros y amenazados por un terrorista.
Sure have. Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around.
Todo de que sé,
Yes.
Paimon.
Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
¿La qué?
Oh, yeah! Mama told us that was coming up soon. Wait,
Nah,
why
se lo
do you
sacan del
mention it,
culo.
though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it too?
You're partially right. Most people in Nausea Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. The festival was first
Nah,
celebrated
Dori
by the
ahí,
Frost Moon Scions. On this
sacándole la
day,
pasta a
they would
los
wear moon
turistas.
prayer blossoms
Decadencia.
and celebrate the birth of. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became.
Oh, sounds like fun!
Esta versión entiendo que va a ser muy chill. Por cierto, no hay mapa tampoco. Eso sí que es
In the
decadencia
meantime,
absoluta.
since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us,
No hay
let's focus
mapa
on some.
nuevo,
When
para
we first
pensar.
got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed. We didn't get to follow up
Es
on it at the
verdad,
time,
la
'cause-
nave
but
espacial.
now, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts,
También
which
te
goes,
digo,
by
no.
that logic,
La nave
you'll never
espacial cae en
find what
Not
you're
Cry
looking
y
for
empieza
while
el
you're
juego
searching.
Mondstadt.
But the moment
6
you stop
naciones
looking,
más,
it'll jump right
más
out at
para
you.
allá, ¿sabes? Más para la
Kinda
derecha.
worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for.
Oh, sí, Colombina, que bien me cae. Colombina, que ahora estoy en 50-50, ¿eh? Ahora cuando nos dejen movernos con libertad. Hace un montón de tiempo que no tenemos noticias de doctores. Doctores, menudo cabrón.
What's
El último
wrong?
evento fue de él.
You look super serious all of a sudden. Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything? Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Vatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to? True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She
Pues,
says the meanest things, but maybe it's the pressure of being
Que también será
accused,
jugable en principio,
especially
la
as a
Sandrone.
harbinger. Does she feel like she's but then
Dicen que será
every
Geo.
time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. What? Relax, she's not even here.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing.
El diablo.
Well, where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right.
Acto 5. Vamos a vetar el chiste. Vale. Y os cuento ahora un poquito. Estoy actualmente con 101 deseos. 50-50. He conseguido a... Espérate que esto funciona como el culo. Durin, que está por aquí. Aquí está, lo tengo al 60. Estoy en vías de desarrollo con Durin. Está muy bonito, la verdad, las cosas como son. Armas, le tengo esto. R5, la tengo que mejorar. Artefactos aún no le he puesto nada. Le podría poner o nobleza, creo que era, o el kit este de la Shogun, que también se le puede poner, pero no lo voy a hacer porque en teoría le tiene que salir un kit a él, entonces no me voy a molestar. Y ahora estoy cagado porque estoy en 50-50 y Colombina viene en el próximo evento. O la próxima versión que sale. Ahora está Durin y Venti, luego saldrá Varesa y no sé quién más. Y en teoría en la siguiente versión sale Colombina. Tengo suficiente para un pity. Ahora, que gane el 50-50 es otra cosa. Por eso tengo que ahorrar lo máximo posible. ¿Qué le pasa? A ver, que harán rerun 100%. Así que si no, pues me espero. Si lo fallo, el 50-50.
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests.
Nada está pecado con
Not that I
nosotros.
consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Un poco PNG eso, pero bueno.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I returned home? So... Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here.
Joder.
If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate.
Joder.
And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. All right then. Well, we're sure gonna...
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Teyvat.
Y se va a
The
pirar.
Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort... Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
Esta señora.
She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth. And it has never expressed it. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection?
Oh,
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience.
then what I would say is enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now...
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You... don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's...
Oh. Then, do you still want to give
Se
me
pone
your
tóxica.
hand?
Se pone tóxica.
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the moon goddess's... Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like...
I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure. Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of everything. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just... But... They call me Kutar. And the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
¿Verdad que puede hacer algún
I'll
problema?
make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse you. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is. There is no need.
¿Qué cojones?
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you.
Pues hasta luego. Ahora aparece el doctor, ¿te imaginas? Me rayo.
And also, I do not know.
No, pero no me dejes con el cliffhanger de mierda este. Vale, perdona, que si veis que se ha parado un
Since
segundo
she's
la
agreed to join
grabación.
the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part.
Vale.
Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night.
Sí, si veis que se para es porque estaba mirando que la batería del mando. Vamos a ir a por Lauma.
Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
I'm not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky?
Ven para allá. ¿Dónde está? Ay, ay.
Hey, Lauma, it's us. Huh?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night and...
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is...
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long... On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the...
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night. Despite...
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue.
Es verdad que lo pondrán dentro de poco.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to
Para
see
farmearme
Columbina.
vendrá de putísima
I
madre, en
hadn't
verdad.
invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope it's okay.
Wait, so. You mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then, I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically...
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she... Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with
Borrachos
Mr.
todos.
Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows? Once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing!
¿Qué cojones?
I'm looking forward to the moon prayer night already. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the moon goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Also, I have some further questions about Kutar's decision.
Nah, esto se quiere liar, con Colombina. Vale. Los tengo que seguir, ¿no? Entiendo. ¿No? Ahora. El Barca, tío, también tengo unas ganas de que salga. Aunque es bastante probable que los equipe. Yo, actualmente, los que quiero es Columbina, Sandrone y Alice, que creo que sale en esta versión, que Alice es la madre de Krai, uno de los primeros 5 estrellas del juego. Y ahora pues han sacado a la madre, que es como una bruja de fuego y demás. Aunque por lo que se vio en un tráiler, me parece que también necesitará un soporte dedicado. Porque se filtró otro personaje que tenía una visión de fuego. Y durísimo. Me le corto el diálogo. Nada. Trabajo infantil, ¿no? Explotación infantil.
Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be played.
There she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so long. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made.
You have my thanks. And over here...
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great!
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet! Sweets and treats.
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature of this particular festival.
Aún no he cogido eso, tío.
Let's talk here.
La esfera esta de coleccionable.
I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no, but if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. I see. Maybe she is right, but my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
Ahí está, llega chat absoluto el Barca.
I see your point. Yes.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep...
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nausea Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for now, Wilma!
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Hasta luego. Cuando un largo viaje lo que necesitas son... Ah, vale, sí, lo que han dicho. Ah, no, mira, está hasta los huevos de todo. O sea, le han intentado matar, la han usado... no, terrible, terrible. Se quiere pirar de este planeta de inadaptados. Y yo también, la verdad. El viajero también. Mira, 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 ahí está Durin.
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with Flint's! What could they be chatting about?
Se van a liar los tres. Van a hacer una orgía en medio de la
Your
calle.
guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler in Paimon. Hello there. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
No, no. Te equivocas.
Wait, let me guess.
Ahí, dale, dale,
The
dale.
righteous lightkeepers are
Calladito.
finally ready to hunt down the abyssal dragon.
Yes, that too.
Yeah, right!
¿Qué dragón del abismo? ¿Pero qué dices? Que acabamos de cargarnos a un tío que tiene el mismo poder que un dios.
Well, to
¿Qué
be
cojones, déjalo en
precise,
paz?
the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right! Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nausea Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but
Son
something
hologramas,
akin
¿o
to
qué?
reflections in the
Reflejos.
water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could see them, but not...
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Not Cry before.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless.
Ah, vale, vale, pues ya
All
está.
the mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago.
Oh.
She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
El diablo. Alex tiene pinta de ser
Okay.
peligrosa, del
Well,
estilo de
I
que te
suggest we
revienta
investigate this
y
mirage
se la
business
pela.
in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
10 steps
Well
ahead.
said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Not Cry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
Muy bien. Segundito que me están aquí insultando por mensaje. Ok. Ya está. Les he insultado más fuerte. Se puede por aquí, ¿no? Vale, voy a... Espérate, no voy a tepearme porque... Vale, creo que no me deja en el sitio, pero muy cerquita me deja. Esto es a donde Nefer, ¿no? En teoría. Donde Nefer y Yahoda. Yahoda, que por cierto se ve que es una mierda. Que de hecho también me salió, C2. Y ni C6 hace algo. Se ve que es malísima, 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 ¿eh? Se ve que es bastante regulera. Regulera tirando a mal.
You're right. I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a but this time, either everyone's getting
Nefer, también
lucky,
si no tienes a
or
Lauma,
they're appearing
estás
far more
jodido, ¿eh?
frequently than
Esto de los
usual.
soportes dedicados que están haciendo últimamente. O
Yehuda's
con la
out
Skirk
gathering
también, por
intel as we
ejemplo. Tengo a
speak.
Skirk, pero no tengo
In the
a
meantime,
la
check off
camarera
some
esta, la
points of
chef
interest.
esta de hielo. No me acuerdo ahora el nombre, que es Saren Fontaine.
First,
Y
the
lógicamente
abyss.
no hace tanto daño como debería.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if...
Oh,
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
El diablo.
did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear
Nada,
Lady
nada,
Moon
todo la
Enchanter.
plata, la plata, la plata.
So calculating. Whew, this
Sounds to me like we could split the...
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flints, and me.
Eso, se ocupó de vosotros de esto que parece más
Coincides with my
chungo.
duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the...
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night, so
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival, and Yehuda loves a party. So I'm sure...
no.
Nada, nada de decadencia.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¡Oh, la, la, folladísima! ¿Qué le pasa? Va echando
This is
leches.
gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I
Hear
saw
me
one
out.
of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was like a spaceship. That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown. Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. Wow. Really?
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come
¿Qué
on,
pasa? ¿Qué
don't
pasa?
look
¿Por qué
at
se
me
le queda
like
mirando?
that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but You don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
Yo qué sé.
You too.
What's up, boss?
Tell me, Yehuda.
Nada, nada.
When did the curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh,
Este mes no cobras, Calentada. Esto, por cierto, si tienes a Nefer, creo que te da algo, pero bah. Creo que te dan como... O no me acuerdo dónde era, que vas con Nefer y te dan como 100.000 de oro al día. O así, es una chetada, o sea, es literalmente pay to win. O sea... Pero bueno. No, de hecho me iba a calentar, iba a tirar por Nefer, pero luego me puse a pensar fríamente y dije... No tengo a Lauma. Y por ejemplo, con Skirk... Se nota la diferencia cuando tienes a la chef esta de hielo, pero puedes hacer que funcione. Con Nefer... ¡Oh, qué guapo la nave! Con Nefer es muy vasto. Con Nefer es demasiado vasto. Pero por eso no le tiré. Y a ver si no fallo el 50-50. Oye, está guapísima la nave espacial esta, ¿no? ¿O qué? Oh.
wow, what do you know? Yehuda was right on the money. This but that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival prep.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Starsand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand.
El diablo, es un ciervo.
Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now for...
Okay.
A que se lían Lauma y Barca. No, Lauma está liada con Nefer 100%, La gente se pica mucho con estas cosas, literalmente son
It
píxeles.
appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship.
Normal.
So I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here... Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit. Enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of...
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Es que parece que está como recubierta de hielo, ¿sabes? Pero no, es una
Other than that, I
ilusión.
was also
Como
thinking
los
that
animales y
the
la gente que
world these
aparece.
phantoms.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild
Good point. Great thinking, Llama.
Blunthorn rhinos can use
Hola,
kuvaki
hola.
to shift great rocks. But this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even the sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attack.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship.
Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now,
Pero esta gente come, pero si están muertos, ¿no?
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby.
Se ha puesto a llover el diablo. ¿Cuánta batería me queda el mando? Ah, me siguen quedando 2 barritas. Bueno, está bien.
Nice. I like the rain.
¿Qué cojones? Ah, vale, vale. Que me he asustado, digo.
What is
Digo, ¿qué
this
pasa?
thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
A ver, también te digo, lo de la nave espacial se nos
Come
saca
on,
ahora del
brothers.
culo,
If
¿sabes?
we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today
Porque,
is the
de
day
hecho,
we
la
strike it
cinemática
rich.
principal, al nada más empezar el juego, es tú peleando en el cielo con tu hermano. O sea, tú y tu hermano peleando contra la diosa esta rara.
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make a...
we should go with.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it.
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice.
Vale. Pues lo
I'm
intento
sure we're
engañar, así
all
que nada.
starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that these phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Krai. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. It actually...
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front...
Es verdad, ¿quién leches se la llevó? Dudo mucho que lo tengan los
Don't be
Fatui, ¿no?
discouraged.
Igual
If
lo
nothing
tiene
else,
el
this is proof
abismo.
of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious...
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good.
So,
Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't...
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy.
me tepean directamente. El diablo.
Oh, no! Get away!
No puedes hacer nada.
Oh,
Como para la espada de Durin. ¿Qué ha pasado? No he entendido. Claro, la ha traspasado, ¿no?
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
but we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or there are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water.
Ahí la llevo.
Feeling any better now, Mr. Duran?
May I ask a few questions?
Eso de atrás se supone que es
Be my
Fontaine.
guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here?
My guess would be that we are seeing Krai during the Conrian Cataclysm.
Oh,
With
vale.
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in, and there was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Krai, causing immeasurable harm. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains
Este
of
estaba
sand
vivo. Es
tossed
un
around
ama,
by a
¿sabes?
tidal
Sí que
wave.
estaba vivo en aquel
Be they
entonces.
human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and...
That would be my guess as well.
Porque ya ha pasado, ¿no?
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter...
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're... And also, how are you able to stay so calm? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 6 or...
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm
Pues sí que
sorry.
había estado ahí.
You needn't apologize. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerir's body in my lantern for a short time.
Es verdad.
Specifically, his heart, and I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say, even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all?
No, hombre, no, no digas eso.
My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerir, something became... Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to this...
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with... and all this stuff about moons and... hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's...
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They
Pues,
shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Ahí está.
Agrees.
A chuparla.
Just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer.
Ahí se preocupa
Is
por su
something
novia,
the
¿eh?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off. But the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me.
Oh, duh! Yeah!
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the curatory. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is...
Well, that goes without saying. Sure.
Se van a liar, liaos.
Didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's...
Anyway, back to
You mean a parting?
Can't go wrong with food. Although...
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in.
Yeah. It would really save us the...
Wait, what the... Traveler?
Great!
Ahí está, le
Problem
preguntaremos.
solved.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
De una.
Is something the matter?
¿Estás bien?
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the... But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Perfecto. Pues creo que por hoy lo vamos a dejar. Porque llevo un ratito... ¿Cuánto llevo? Llevo 46 minutitos, ¿eh? Así que el próximo día continuamos. No sé cómo de larga será esta versión. La anterior fue bastante larguita, pero yo creo que con 6, 7... No creo que más de 10 capítulos la finiquitamos. Así que el próximo día continuamos. Me despido. Chao, chao.